I think it is kind of one poem, which isn't the way I thought of it as I was writing them, but in retrospect, yes, I think it is. I think that's the best way to read it. And when I do readings, I always read groups because they're all linked. So unlike if I were reading other work, I would jump around and just read my favorites, but I can't really do that with this because they're all linked. So taking one out of context is tough. But I could read two. Maybe I'll just read two from April. Does that sound good?
Okay.
The last, I'm going to start with April 23rd. The last line of the poem that comes before, which is April 20th, 2020, just to give context, is the mist hangs low around the whole horizon, like the lid of an eye that's closing, but it's only morning. April 23rd, 2020. It's only morning, but I am ready for bed, for dinner, a drink, the dark horizon pearled with lit rooms. I admit it, I've grown used to being alive, and I'm tired already of this poem, of the I in it. In the parking lot in her yellow gown, Anna reaches a swab through the window of a car and up the driver's nose until he gags. Beyond this, brown birds on municipal wires, chartreuse of spring on the trees, trash bags in the alleys, American flags sagging from the eaves. It's a summer flag, if ever there was one, which reminds me, summer will come, despite us. I bow my head to the gun of the infrared thermometer, then enter the clinic. April 27th, 2020. I enter the clinic and come closer to others than most others can come these furrowed days. Days at once so full of distance and congestion, a person could choke on air, and people do. Cerulean blue and rococo clouds above the I-5 corridor, the largesse of the here and now. Small comforts stretch to compensate our largest fear. Purell dispensers on the plastered walls, like primitive masks with tragic frowns. Squirt, squirt. I can feel that something hurts, but don't know how or even in whose body. Wild poppies on the side of the road, like tiny monks in their saffron robes. From a distance, I thought the fire hydrant was a crucifix and marked a grave. How many ways can a man be saved?